Hello everyone. Welcome to Movie Recapped, and today I wanted to show you guys an amazing movie, that talking about God and monsters. This movie is so strange that it shows the deaths of many bad people, who were killed under the cruel hands of the three monsters that came out from hell. And it's even more strange because people can know their deaths. So let's go and see how good this movie is. But before we straight right into the movie, I want to remind you guys that there were 6 episodes of this movie. So if you guys interested, don't forget to likes and subscribes for more episode. Let's not wasting our time, we going to start the movies together. The story begins in a cafe. Many people are drinking regular coffee, and then a group of people are watching on YouTube about a man named Jinsu. He is explaining a religion that has namely, society. The fact that he talked about people who do bad things will inevitably be attacked by monster. So on this side, the man is sitting watching the clock that at 1:20 he will die, but it seems okay. But less than 5 seconds, the assassins, the 3 monsters, has came to kill this man. After being hit, the man ran outside, but no matter how hard he tried to run, the man could not run far. The 3 monster ran after him and started to attack him. After that, they burned him to death with only his bones was left, and they ran back to their graves. After that killing scene, we going to look at the police station. There was a police officer named Mr. Hoon, and when he entered the meeting, it was like a mess, and the police are looking for clues and analyzing the information of the victim. At the end of the meeting, the postmaster ordered everyone to look for all the evidence and clues to come and check. He also sent Mr. Hoon to investigate with Mr. Joe. Along the way, they also learned that this true social religion group is backed by another group called the Arrowhead Group, which has helped spread the word on social media. But for Mr. Joe, he is not very happy with the court, because no matter how bad the people are, they just go to jail. He really wants to see the punishment for those who did bad things. But for Mr. Hoon, it is not his job is to follow only his role. Later, 2 of them came to the scene and found the cleric explaining to the people there. The clergyman Jinsu also recounted a previous case in which there was a god who told him that he would die within 5 hours, and that day he died. 3 days later, the long-lost body was found in the villager's house, and he also showed many other cases that were punished by God. At the end of the program, Mr. Hoon and Mr. Joe also came to ask about the murder case, but Mr. Jinsu was also a little funny because this monster story has nothing to do with the killer. But at that time Mr. Hoon met his daughter, whose name is Hee Young, but it seems that they do not get along well, and Hoon was very angry and went to Jinsu, but they said it was okay. They did not let her get involved in his religion, but wanted to tell her that she was the one who volunteered. Along with that, Mr. Joe also wanted to interview him about yesterday's case, but he said that he was so busy. So if you could interview me on the street. During their walk, Jinsu told him that he was not a religious leader, only that he had grown up in an orphanage and was leaning towards Jesus. And he said at one point that death was so important that a strange murderer was seen committing atrocities. At the same time, Hoon and Jinsu also argued a bit that Hoon believed that people can control themselves, but Jinsu said that God is sovereign over all of us. What do you all think? Then Jinsu told Hoon, saying that he knew about his daughter, Hee-jun. Before that he said that his wife has died because of murder, and I really cannot imagine the painful you've been through. He also added that, do you think the law made by the government was really appropriate? Can it be accepted? Then he went to interview with others and disappeared. But for the police, they do not believe in any religion because they work only on evidence. After that, Hoon arrived home and talked to his daughter for a while, and then he went on to find out some information about Jinsu and his wife's murder. Don't we also know that he really wanted to go crazy because of the death of his wife, and he only wanted to kill that murderer, but at that time he was stopped by his boss. The saddest thing is that the murderer was sentenced in jail for only 6 years. After that, the story came to a new character named Youngjar. After she closing her stall, and she came home as usual, but her children also surprise her a birthday cakes because it's her birthday. And suddenly there was a god that appeared from the wall and told her that she will die in the next 5 days. At 3 p.m. she will go down to hell. After that, we going to look at a man named Dong Wook. He was one of the Arrowheads group and he does not support any court proceedings. Apparently, a man who is also a writer, he also expressed interest in television that he did not believe in God. After the interview, the religious group arrested him and beat him mercilessly. Later, the police conducted a search operation. After that, Mr. Hoon also arrived at the scene, which he went in for further questioning, and he also met a lawyer named Hae-jin, and Hae-jin also investigating the religious leaders for the facts and the case of the arrowhead. As we looking at Mr. Joe, he also came to investigate group of people who beat the author, and there were so many young people in that group and they are really captive. After that, the scene cut to Hae-jin. She came to meet Junjar. As they meet each other, Junjar wanted Hae-jin to help her solve the problem. And also everyone inside that room had played the video that were taken by her son. She also said that she went to see Jin-soo, and he said that when the day of her death arrived, Jin-soo wanted to live on social media to prove that God is real. So we're going to see if she can get out of this really frightened situation. And that was the end of the episode 1. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to watch more episodes of this amazing movie, please comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Hope you guys having an amazing day. Goodbye everyone.